Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one here. It's a hexagonal box with a difference. It's got a little shallow base, but it has got a base. I've seen them and I've made them that are tall and skinny like that before. I've made one which has got 4 points to it. This one has got 6. And I've made them with a deep part here and then the little part. So kind of wanted to make up a bit of, mash them up together and get a bit of both out. Putting a shout out for my husband very early on. He sorted the top for me and the finish, but I'm going to come to that in a minute. I have already started filming this once and then I had a little bit of a throat issue and started coughing. So when I come back, I have already done my scoring, but you need a piece of cardstock that's 9.5 by 8 inches, which is 25 by 20 centimetres? Yeah, that makes sense. 25... yeah, by 20 centimetres. My brain's gone to mush, I haven't written the measurements down. Okay, so you score it at 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5 and 9 inches. And everything will be on my blog, so don't worry about that. In metric it's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 and 24 centimetres. While we're on this side, we're going to make some little marks because you need to do the scoring from here. And I have started to put them on before I have my little coughing fit. Can you see them just there? So I will give you the measurements, and again, don't worry about it, it's all on my blog. 3/4 of an inch, 2 1/4, 3.75, 3 3/4, 5 1/4, 6 3/4, it was at that point I started coughing, and at 8 1/4. Which in metric is 2, 6, 10, 14, 18 and 22, and I really hope I don't get any typos going on. Okay, so that's the top of the box, so turn it so that is facing to the right. Can you see those marks now? You should be able to. They're showing up much better now with the lighting. And we score it on this side at 2 and 3 inches, which is 5 and 7.5 centimetres. Okay. Now, grab yourself a steel ruler and score it from the little mark down to the bottom corner. So, where are you going to see that? From there down to there, and then from that same one down to there. So it's basically the bottom of each rectangle. There we go, you should be able to see that in the lighting. So from there to there, there to there. It'll become clearer as I do it. I do like these boxes. Whoops, don't scroll too far. Then I wouldn't say you'd want to particularly make 100 of them. I think you might, you know, be there a while. But definitely you could make a dozen of them for maybe a craft fair. I know we're crafters. It's July. Let's think about Christmas. You could definitely make a whole wodge of these. They do take more time, obviously, because you're putting in additional score marks. So worth it, though. Okay, can you see everything now? There we go. It's a funny day here, it's a bit grey, so hopefully you can see that. What we need to do is fold and burnish the straight score lines, so ignore those diagonal ones. So, fold those. So this is now the bottom of the box, and you cut just that one off and then cut up all the score lines. So let me tell you about my husband. I'll probably get half the story and then have to show you another bit and then carry on with the rest of it. I was building the prototype and he was sat next to me. He was doing some research on the computer. My computer desk is next to my craft desk. And I built it all up, pinched closed the top and took one look and went, yeah, that's going to be a nightmare to film on video, and logged the prototype in the bin. What's wrong, darling? And I said, well, it's just going to be a nightmare. I built a beehive box and it was just a fiasco. And he went, oh, why don't you do this, this, this? And then he did it. And so I'm going to show you in a second how we did it. But I want to put some adhesive down on this part, so I've got my fuse ready. I just fold it over to close it. This part I'm going to be using liquid glue. Shall I use liquid glue? No, I think I'll just use fuse. So I'm just going to put fuse on 3 tabs. Okay, so the first one we're going to fold it over and match it up. The next one's going to fold over and match up. And then the final one, oops, fold over, need a bit of fuse on that end as well, and it will fold up. Okay, grab your long steel rule because you've still got it out handy, and just push down. So when you push together, so this is the opposite way round to my beehive box that I did the other day, which the points came in. But it was just such a fiasco with the tying of the ribbon and the punching of the holes, and yeah, I probably would have switched off the video at that point had I been watching. So I like to be honest with you. So I said, I built it and I went like that, and I went, oh, that's a really gorgeous box, darling, isn't it? But it's going to be a nightmare on video, and nobody's going to want to watch me trying to stitch that closed. And he just went, oh, why don't you do this? And he pushed it together like that, squished, squished. So can you see that? So let me see if I can get the lighting for you. Pushed it all together like that, which is how it's going to be. Squished 3 parts together that side. Grabbed my crocodile, which is what I said I would use, and punched through the whole lot, and then the whole lot again, which I was very impressed with. Found the front, got my ribbon. He's such a star. I love him anyway, but you know what? He went up in my estimation. Grabbed one side, grabbed the other, poked it through. He said, is that what you wanted, dear? I was just like, yeah, it was. So I'm going to tie the bow. What a Superman. Oh, Superman. No, I don't think I could call him that. So it doesn't matter that you're flattening it a bit, because we're going to manipulate it into shape in a minute. I just can't believe I fought with the ribbon in the holes last week, or the other week. And it just opens itself out, and just, yeah, what a super duper guy. Anyway, credit where it's due. Chris Donnell, thank you very much. Okay, let's just finish this box off before I wax lyrical too much. I've got a couple of punches, which I've forgotten to get out, and I've got the same 3 colours as last time. So, petite petals, 1 of each colour, and then itty bitty accents, 1 of each colour. Oh, actually 2 of each colour, sorry. And I'll show you, I've got different, those aren't pearls in the middle. They are the new White Perfect accents. And they are like this. And I will show you, I don't know, I really don't think you're going to be able to see it, but basically it is a white flat disc. You can see one there. White flat disc with an epoxy sticker over the top. So be very careful when you're lifting them up, because I managed to lift off the epoxy sticker and not the white bit. So do be careful with that. But they're beautiful because they are white, proper white, which I love. Our basics pearls, but they are creamy. So I tend to use those with vanilla coloured projects or vanilla based ones. So like I say, be careful to get up underneath. Yeah, you're never going to see that on camera. But you need to get under the white disc, not just the epoxy part. And they're gorgeous. Oh look, no, I haven't done it there, but I've begun to separate. I don't know, you're really not going to see it. But they are beautiful and so worth it. and I believe it's Patty Bennett who, she bought some Sharpies from, well, I don't know, a local store to her, and she coloured them with metallic Sharpies, which I thought was a really clever idea. And she, yeah, I'm sure she's put some on her blog, so go and check out her blog, whose name, I can't remember the name of her blog right now. But just do a Google for Patty Bennett Stampin' Up. And yeah, she coloured her perfect. Her white, look, I've separated one. There you go, so it's an epoxy sticker over a white one, so do be careful not to do what I've just done. Okay, and then just scatter them all over the box. Okay. Same colours but a contrast. I reckon this is going to look quite nice. I have put these colours as opposites to one another before and liked how they looked. There's something about Bermuda Bay. I used to see Bermuda Bay as being really bright and Melon Mambo as being practically neon. Not so much these days. Not sure why that is. Maybe I've got used to them. So there we go. My pretty box with an easy close. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.